Hi, I'm Danielle Patterson, CEO of Family Office Access, and I am delighted to welcome you as a new subscriber. Today, I'm going to walk you through the platform interface to make sure you are set up for success and you understand all the tools that we have developed to help you align, to target more efficiently, and to work smarter, not harder. All right, so to get us started, I will go ahead and share my screen and we'll start on the desktop so you can understand how from the login you can always access the platform. So familyofficeaccess.com, the login, you can save this URL if you'd like. We'll take you right to our sign-in page. This will be the credentials that you used at the time of sign up when you created a user account. If you ever forget your password, you can have that reset. The email that you used at the time of purchase is the email that you would use. Always reach out if there's any issues there. Once you've signed in, you will be dropped on our dashboard. The goal of the dashboard is to show you very transparently that this is not static stale data. Our team is working hard to make continuous updates and new firm additions. You can set your time frame however you would like so that as often as you're coming in, you can explore what's new and see what additions and changes have been made. This section shows you all of the new firms that have been added. So same thing, depending on how often you're coming in, you want to make sure that you are taking advantage of these new firms and exploring if they're well aligned for your goals. We also are always updating our case studies, which are a great way to build up our subscribers who have had success leveraging the data and help others in the community learn from their strategies. We also do our best to keep you ahead of this ever-evolving sector. Every month we'll publish newsletters, we'll do reports based on our data findings, and our goal is to help you understand the mindset of families so that you can be more strategic in your outreach. But at the heart of what we offer, of course, is our data, and you will see what you have specifically subscribed to. But we do also offer some a la carte investor database add-ons. So if working with venture capital firms, registered investment advisors, or private equity is also valuable to your marketing strategy, you can add these on a la carte. They are very well priced annual additions. But for whatever you have subscribed to, you will find under your data. And the key is being able to segment the list. So if, say, we've only subscribed to the family office data, that's what we will select right now, that's what you will see. But if you've applied to any of the add-ons, you can selectively or collectively search those as well. Now, within the family offices, you have your choices. A third are single family, a third are multifamily, the remaining third a combination of select asset managers or family foundations. Now, you can go to our resource tab and find our roadmap investment glossary. This PDF walks you through all of our definitions, all of our filter values, so you have a great understanding of every way you can slice and dice. Deal structure, or I'm sorry, deal type is basically how these family offices like to structure their deals. You know, are they looking to invest in funds or are they looking to invest directly? Are they interested in private equity or venture capital? Are they co-investors looking for syndicate deals? All these things will help you align more efficiently. So I'll just kind of put in some examples so we can go through. Funding stage, say this is a direct investment and I'm Series A industry. These are great. You can start with these high level, but you can also hone in and get more specific and granular. Say, I'm a SaaS company seeking an investment of 5 to 10 million. Assets under management is a tough one. Not all family offices like to disclose this for the privacy of the family, but we do have it for 50%. So if that really helps your marketing strategy, you can select that there. Their preference geographically, if I've subscribed to the full globe and my opportunities here in the US or Europe, you want to be able to understand where they're looking to allocate. And then we have where they are physically located down to the city. Things like the year founded give you more context. Where is this family in its wealth formation and its wealth transfer? Then how big is the family office? This may also curb, the ideal prospect for you. Past investments checkbox will limit our search to those that have enriched profiles. This is an API into Crunchbase, similar to PitchBook. They have private market deals only for about a third of the family offices, but it makes a great addition to our historical profiles so you can see concrete examples of when those investments were made, how they were structured, what amounts they were. It also unlocks opportunities if you know any of the founders, executives at the companies that have received investment. Now, I always encourage saving your searches if you do have a very specific target. That way, our system can notify you as new firms matching that criteria are added. Our team adds 50 new firms every month, and our goal is to deliver you ongoing value beyond the data you have access to on day one. So you can receive these in-app notifications here, or if you prefer, you can go into your settings and make sure that you are email enabled. We batch those once a week on Sundays, so you're not receiving an email every day something new is added, but rather summarized in a weekly email for you so you can keep up to date as new firms matching your criteria or new newsfeed tracking enters the system, and I'll show you that in a moment. Now, downloading the data is a feature we allow for our annual subscribers. You can download all the contacts we list per firm, and you'll see, in most instances, it's one or two. You can also select just to have the highest level decision maker with fullest data population if your CRM preference is to have, one line item per firm. There's no limitation to how often or how many firms you can export. Our guidance is to really target and align, but if you need the list in its entirety, you can clear the filters and download the full list. In terms of looking at what these family office profiles look like, you can come and you can click on any of them that catch your attention, or, as you're going through them, you can just kind of click on the profiles. But what I like to do is go on through and use the star feature so I can create some of my favorites. This also can be selectively downloaded. Now, when you look at the profiles, the Office tab is dedicated to helping you understand what is this family all about. So in the case of Blue Nine Capital, we have a website. We can pull this up. We can see how professionalized are they. We can understand the language, the vibe, and this will really help us connect in a more meaningful way. We can ensure that we are aligned and that all of our criteria matches what they're looking for. Things like this will hint you off to ways that you can connect more authentically if you're a huge pet lover, for example. We also see in many cases they have a get in touch. This is a great first step. I always recommend multi-channel outreach. If they have this established on their website, someone is managing it. Then you can also leverage the social profiles and connect in different areas and start engaging. We talk about strategy all the time, and give, then ask is the best way to build trust in a relationship with these families. They don't have massive teams in many cases. We can see this has 10 employees or less. It was founded many, many years ago. We can see the family where the wealth was behind. We can read more about them to understand the origins of wealth and overall investment preferences. But our goal is to really support what they're doing, ensure alignment, and build long-term relationships. So we can, go to their social profile, we can support them, we can see who from our network is also supporting them. Now, statistics show that CEOs or executives within companies that have a social presence receive 86% more visibility and trust with prospects. So this is a great way. You can show up on LinkedIn, you can build your brand, you can connect with the families looking to build their brand, and you can see if they're posting to support and join conversations. You can see who beyond the high-level decision makers you already may have a connection with, so that rather than reaching out cold, we could instead pick up on an existing conversation. You can also see, who we have the most mutual connections with, and that will also indicate who might be the most active through LinkedIn and opportunities for us to connect more authentically. The summary will indicate what we have filtered, but also show you beyond that what else they're investing in. And this will be great to understand if there's any conflicts of interest, or just to help you get a large overarching picture of this family office's investment preferences. When we scroll over to contacts, we'll see in this case, we have 3 high-level decision makers, all direct emails and phone numbers. Again, I think very strategically, cold outreach can put people on the defense if they don't know you, or it can go overlooked if there's no real hook or something that shows, you're not just blindly pitching, you're invested, you've researched, this is a relationship. So I do like to start with LinkedIn, and I like to do the multi-channel outreach as we suggested. A cold email will work, but you have to be hyper personalized and use some of those other avenues to show you've really put in the time to understand the value you bring to the table. Past investments will span back 6 years, and we can see visually what industries they're investing in, what stages those investments have been, and then whether they were structured as direct investments, funds, or acquisitions. And this will visually help us understand which of these tabs we'd like to be exploring. Now, for those direct investments, any that catch our eye, we can click on to get more details about the stage and the structure of those investments. And if we know the founder at role, this could be a great area to get a warm introduction as well. The newsfeed is fantastic for doing your additional diligence, knowing what's happening in the world of this family office. It's a great relationship building tool, so you can subscribe, and that way if something new is added, you'll be that top of mind person, be able to support and engage and understand how you fit into this ecosystem. The notes are private to your own user account. If you leave a note, it will be archived with a timestamp. You can later come in, delete, edit. And the star feature, I believe I mentioned, it's great for custom building your favorites as you're going through and deciding which are the firms you really want to spend your time building relationships with. The flag feature is great. If you need to report anything to our research team, they are here dedicated to ensuring your effective use of the data. If there are firms you'd like them to add, if there are profile types you'd like them to research. They have added new industry filters to help clients target more precisely, and we are here as an extension of your team to do that heavy lifting. Beyond the data, we are here to help you. Strategy is everything, and taking the right approach, starting on the right foot, where if you get that one opportunity to make a great impression, it can unlock doors. Even if that investor isn't ready at the moment, they may introduce you to another family that they co-invest who is. So really taking the right approach, understanding the best practices and playbooks is a great way to get you ahead. Also, building your network. Every month we host a live masterclass. We feature a family office, an expert, an advisor, a marketer. These are all very generous thought leaders who have dedicated an hour of their time to share with our community. You can watch these on demand, or you can really explore those of the thought leaders and work to connect to expand your own network, opening doors for warm introductions. You'll see there's 5 pages. We hold these every month. Encourage our community members to join live, ask their questions. They're very fun, very dynamic. Great way to understand what family offices are thinking about and to become a part of our community and build your network. We also encourage attending events. We do this every month. We'll put out a newsletter, let people know what we're supporting, sponsoring, attending, and make these opportunities available so that you as well can expand your network in areas of your, interest. The Real Mental Health Foundation, fundraising for startups, Marcus Evans, DC Finance, fundraising playbooks. All of these are really great opportunities. We love to negotiate preferred pricing, and through our newsletters, we'll let you know about these opportunities, where we'll be, what we're supporting, always help you find opportunities you may not otherwise have access to. And of course, the case studies. We love to think out of the box, elevate our subscribers who have exciting initiatives and share their successes so we can elevate what they're doing and help others learn from their strategies. So I hope that this overview has been helpful for our annual subscribers. We're happy to do one-on-one strategy sessions. We can review your pitch materials. We are here to support and see your success. So Thank you for being a valued subscriber. I hope that this overview was helpful, and please call on our team anytime that we can support you.